Brosplay!
I don't know
What is that sound?
where that's coming from. Something's
Welcome
going
back,
wrong.
by the way. Did you feel like Peter Stormare didn't put a lot of energy into this? Or do you think that was the direction of the character?
I think Peter Stormare... Well, I don't know, because this character, as far as I'm concerned, is the exact same as John Abruzzi.
Because John Abruzzi had a lot of character. This character here, Nilsson, in the end of that episode, he's like, well, let's hope this guy feels pretty good about it. And he's like, he feels like he's falling asleep all the time.
Interesting. I think that's probably valid, because his character doesn't have any personality in this. But you're right. His character, John Abruzzi, is actually pretty terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that show again, actually, many times since we've seen it as kids.
That's Prison Break for those of you.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I apologize. I expected John Abruzzi to be a household name.
He's not. Most people don't know secondary character names.
It's a good point.
I've watched shows without knowing the main characters' names.
We've gotten to the point, well, not we, I've started to notice that my girlfriend now will know actor names. Oh, gee, what the fuck?
Is it because she watched my my old videos that I've privated now?
My helicopter.
With the... Isn't it annoying when someone doesn't, like, acknowledge what's happening in the game?
A little bit.
Oh, well...
I'm just thinking... I kind of got fucked.
You could have hijacked it.
Oh, did it fly right over me? Is that what happened
there?
Yeah. What old video are you talking about?
There's an old video that I made, and there's a section called Learning Actors' Names.
Oh, I do remember that. What was that in? Like, what was that a part of?
Irk mode. It was called Girth Plays. Girth Cast.
That's going way back. But no, not to do with that, but simply to do with the fact that you and me are obsessed, absolutely obsessed with actors.
I wouldn't say obsessed.
I'm kind of obsessed with actors.
Not.
When I go to watch, when I'm thinking of the best movies ever, it's usually not because the storytelling was amazing. It's usually because the performances in it were stellar. Usually. And also, you and me, when I say, oh, I watched this new movie, it's got John Bernthal and this other guy in it, and you're like, oh shit, that sounds good, because I know those people are good actors. And I think we've honestly beaten it into her head so many times that now she'll be like, oh yeah, I know who Idris Elba is, and I'm like, you do? Awesome.
I like it when you and I do it, but I hate it when a movie is advertised with the actor name, because it just feels like it's like resting on the laurels of someone. Like, you know, like it's one thing for Quentin Tarantino to be like, you know, an actor who's in all of his movies, because that's like, there's like almost like a partnership. The same way like Simon Pegg is in what's his name now? I've forgotten his name, the director. My bad. I'm sorry. Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are in all make a lot of movies together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's one thing to be like from the guys who made this thing, but when like there's a TV show I think coming to Prime, I forget where it's from, but it flashed like 30 names in front of me because it's trying to impress me with all the different actors' names, and it's like there's so many movies that have a star-studded cast that are just trash. That's not enough to me. But I know they're not doing it for me. They're doing it because there's plenty of people who will watch something just because Julia Roberts is in it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of things like The Expendables 2 and 3. Shit. Because in The Expendables 1, the idea was that they were throwing names at it in a way that they were basically saying, like...
It was kind of a joke.
Yeah, this is a movie that will have big names. And everyone was like, all right, well, let's see what they can do. And then after that, they were like, oh, fuck, this really worked. Let's see if we throw more big names at it. But then they stopped doing it ironically. Suddenly it was like, with Chuck Norris and with Sylvester Stallone. And you're like, those guys are washed up, but okay.
Stallone's not washed up.
Yes, he is. He can do things still. It's not like he's done acting. But don't pretend that he is where I go for high-octane action.
No, it's where you go for really sick speeches about boxing.
Yeah.
Pretending boxing is more important than
it is. Yeah.
Can you please hide for a second?
Yeah.
Repetition's killing me.
Repetition? Yeah. You mean coming back here doing this all over again?
Yeah. It's killing me and the viewer.
I agree.
We're all dying together. Slowly.
I think that they're
Those look like Monopoly houses.
they should absolutely be expressing who's in a movie. I think the problem is when they try and put it out front as if that is more important than what the movie is about.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like, there's a TV show that's coming to Prime like 5 months from now. And it's got Julia Roberts in it, and the reveal is just like slowly moving the camera in on her before you can see who it is, and she looks up and it's like Julia Roberts, and she's like, are you this doctor? And then it just like says the name and it goes away, and it's like, are you telling me that Julia Roberts is a teaser to you? Like, that's like an exciting moment, and it's like, oh my god, that actor is acting in a show.
Did you know Julia Roberts is a fucking actress?
See, you know,
my god.
If you and I, if through some miraculous moment, some huge fucking actor, fucking Idris Elba, calls us up and is like, look, right, I fucking love your show and whatever, and this is how I actually talk, it's crazy. And it's like, I'd love to come on the guest show, right? He changed his accent halfway through. That's Idris Elba. You guys know. I know he's cool. If that crazy moment happened where we like tweeted out, we were like, we got a new person on the show. It's Idris Elba. It would be one thing. It would be like a proud moment because we don't have that reach. But like a giant television company having Julia Roberts on it.
I think that's one thing I really, truly appreciate about Joe Rogan is that he doesn't bring Jamie Foxx on there because he knows Jamie Foxx is going to boost his numbers. He brings him on there because he wants to talk to Jamie Foxx.
Would you say, is that the most popular podcast in the world right now?
Joe Rogan's? Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. Actually, I went on iTunes. He is number 1, 2, 5, and 6 of the top 10 right now.
What does that mean? You mean like particular episodes?
Like, well, just his podcasts, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Are in, of the top 10, he has 4 of them that are his podcasts.
Interesting.
So I would say that is pretty good contention to be the top podcast in the world.
It seems like a good moment to steal a tank.
Yeah, it probably would be. It's just have a lot of ground to cover.
There's one right next to you.
That one?
Yeah.
But that's still a lot of ground to cover.
It is, but if you hide against the wall, you should be able to take it.
It's also the other tank I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Because see, it's in that... You're right. If I get in this way... Whew.
Well, okay, go to the other side of the... I was going to say, yeah, keep running. So go all the way far right on the building. Or don't.
Go to the far right side? This side?
The time for advice is over. You're on your own, soldier.
Okay, I took down the building and it didn't tell me whether he was in there, so I don't really know what to do now.
What is the point of... What's his mission? What are we doing here?
Oh my god. We have to just find the King of Spades. He's gonna be in one of these buildings.
Oh. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, I think that building is coming down, right? That's
oh yeah, absolutely. That's what happened, yeah. Yeah, hit that first, yeah. I don't think small arms do anything.
No, they don't.
Alright, just go for the building now.
So, I guess I just have to physically go over to it and inspect it.
Oh.
Well, what were you going to ask about Joe Rogan's podcast? Like,
how is it? Is it the most popular one in the world?
Fuck you guys. When the building came down, that should have been it. Yeah, I would say it's the most popular one in the world. And it is completely unique, I would say. I don't think there's really been anything quite like it ever.
Well, I think the point, I guess, was about it being popular is that perhaps it's actually to boost Jamie Foxx's numbers, not Joe Rogan's. In some cases, a lot of cases, actually.
Well, I agree that pretty much every guest that goes on there gets a boost simply because of the millions of people that have access to them all of a sudden. I would say Jamie Foxx, he's probably didn't really get, like, you know, I don't think the numbers on his Instagram went up because of that. I really doubt it.
Oh, okay.
Well, simply because Joe Rogan, let's say, he has 15 million followers, but Jamie Foxx has been in all of these, like, huge blockbuster movies that are seen by hundreds of millions of people. So my guess is that his reach is still farther than Joe Rogan's.
Hundreds of millions, you think so?
I kind of meant between them.
Oh, that's what I meant. Like, do you think hundreds of millions of people have seen Jamie Foxx films?
Oh, yeah. I would say so. Well, don't you think tens of millions have seen Django Unchained alone?
I guess so.
I would say so. Huh. Django Unchained is also... Has Quentin Tarantino only made 8 movies?
No.
No?
It's definitely a low number. He definitely he lets them cook for a while, which is why they're so good.
I thought that was what someone was saying, that it was only 8.
It could be that
fuck.
low. I mean, it's like Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained.
You've got what? Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And that's it? Oh, and there's Hateful
Django.
Eight.
Hateful
Django.
Eight, yep. I guess I've only seen 5 then.
I honestly am pretty sure he's only made 8 movies.
Oh, Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Yeah, Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards, yeah.
That makes 8.
Hmm.
So I think it actually might only be 8 movies.
Well, there's also a film before that I don't know ever. I think may not be actual copies of it. Because Reservoir Dogs was the first film that he brought to an actual festival.
And I guess that's what I'm talking about. Because, yeah, there might have been something before that. But those are like his blockbusters. There's just those 8.
Yeah.
And that's what I do find amazing is that, I mean, say what you want about Kill Bill, because I know there's a lot of people who are hit and miss on those ones. But can you find like any major issues with any of the other movies? I find they're all stellar.
Everything. I don't think there's any issues with Kill Bill 1 or 2. I think they're both really good. I watched them recently, like close together. It's so interesting the way that he broke up. He didn't create it so that you could watch both of them separately. They're so clearly intended to be put together because the way that they structure the first movie versus the second movie is like very strange. I love it. It's asymmetrical. It's not like where every Star Wars has to follow this like system of how the plot needs to follow.
Someone said that Quentin Tarantino may be the best creator of dialogue in film.
Yes.
And I think that may be very accurate because when I was watching Hateful Eight, it dawned on me somewhere in the middle that the whole goddamn thing takes place in this tiny little sphere.
Yeah.
This room that they're all trapped in. That's what do they call that? A
bottle.
Is it a bottle episode in a TV show? Is that what they call that?
Well, in a TV show, it just means that, yeah, you're stuck in a spot. But generally that means that there's some stupid reason why you have to be there. Whereas this is like, I don't know what you call this, an island film. But like, there's a helicopter taking off there.
There are 3 possible locations.
You were gonna
Choose
get
your
that.
copy at any one of them.
You might want to ditch.
Yep, that's what I'm
You
doing.
might want to dive, dodge a ball, dodge a wrench, ditch a, press Y, press, yeah. Oh. Was that just the game?
No. Well, I mashed Y. I guess I just didn't hit it at the right time.
Do you think that this game is well designed?
No.
Because I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I
no,
think,
it is
I
not
think
well
Playground
designed.
of Destruction is what it was supposed to be. And then they were like, we gotta make a game in here somewhere. And then they didn't really worry about like how the game is played.
What I find very silly about it is that they don't really give you... I know the idea is you're supposed to be able to approach a mission however you want to, but then they put you in these scenarios where if you didn't equip yourself, you will die. And there's nothing you can really do. Like when I was caught behind that building, you end up in these scenarios where you can't call in any reinforcements. You also don't have any weapons to use.
Yeah, they jam things so often that you can't do anything. It's so silly.
And also, I don't think they really sat down and said, hey, what vehicles would be appropriate in this scenario? I think they just thought, well, you want to have lots of tanks because tanks are balanced since you can steal them. And you want to make sure that you have at least one plane so that it's not all restricted to ground-based combat. I think that's what they just did. They just decided that was going to be the way to do it. Whereas if they had have planned it out and said, you know, I think the helicopter ruins this scene. I think it would be better if there was only tanks around this building. And then the helicopters were all stationed around the building the king's actually in. That would be a cool way to do it.
I think the second game much better though.
What's that?
The second game was much better the way that you could steal helicopters, but it was too easy.
Yes. That is the problem. What they should have done instead of making it honestly the easiest thing ever to steal helicopters, they should have just made it marginally easier.
Right.
That would have made the most sense.
Or you could have made the grappling hook an ammo-based option so that you had to actually make a decision.
Yeah, that also would have worked. Bitch.
In Metal Gear Solid 5, it goes the opposite direction. It is way too easy. Once you've done one, like once you've taken out one place, it's like the same thing every time. Sneak in, put your C4s on the generator, the comms, and something else. Blow them at the same time. Lights go out, no comms, no reinforcements. Slowly take out every dude. It's like every single time, same way.
Yeah, it's boring as
And
hell,
it's like,
man.
you can come in any different of the 50 directions to the same objective. Like that was one of those things, like, back in Assassin's Creed when it was first coming out, they were like, the free running option is super fluid. You can jump up on that, or you can go down on this, or you can fly through the middle, and you and your friends can share what you did. And it's like, yeah, I've got to replay the game taking the slightly higher route than the last time.
Yeah,
what
that doesn't really gain
what
me much.
replayability? Are you gonna go for a hijacking?
No, I think he's just way too high up. I don't really see a reason why he would come down to this level.
Why is he using RPGs? Dude, take it.
No, fuck that.
Okay. That guy came out of it.
I really don't appreciate that they have more maneuverability in the air than you do. I find that incredibly frustrating.
You also have more. You take more damage, though, right?
What's that?
You take more damage.
That too.
I've put his location on your SNS.
Why did they give you such a? Oh, I guess it's probably to balance out to make the anti-air better.
Yeah, because the anti-air is more specific for that. You've got to be fucking kidding me. The king's not even here? Where the hell is he?
Go to that small part. Go to the chipped piece of the.
That is so stupid.
It's the wall.
To the what?
The chipped section of the wall.
Oh my god. Yes! This helicopter's a problem, though.
It is so funny to me that we have switched roles in like one guy getting angry about games and game design. I gotta say though, like, I know you've already tried not being angry, but it's so much better.
To just not worry about it.
Yeah, to try to leave it at least. Yeah, this sucks. This is really dumb.
Well, I figured out what I'm gonna do next time, because I figured out their fucking strategy. The king showed up at the final place I went to.
Oh.
It waited until I saw 2 places, and then it was like, okay, process of elimination, he'll be at the last place. Which,
So you're just gonna fly quick?
yeah, I'm just
Get
gonna
the
fly
little
straight to
bird?
the one, fly straight to the other, and then that's it.
We're going to go in on the white bird, mate.
Yeah.
We're gonna go fast and rugged. We're gonna go modified. We're gonna open that tip for maximum visibility.
We're just gonna fly in, steal his underpants, and go flying out. So that's what it's gonna be about.
I
And
spent
honestly-
6 weeks.
What?
I spent 6 weeks underwear. I mean undercover. Fuck! I don't know why I thought that was a funny joke.
I'm gonna, when I see the king, I actually don't even think I'm gonna give a shit. I'm just gonna kill him.
Also, that's called the boredom scout. You can kill people with boredom.
It's actually not that hard to kill people with boredom.
It's worse, actually. To
What?
die of boredom than anxiety.
I don't know about that. I think those are just opposite sides of the same coin. It's like, would you rather die of constipation or diarrhea?
Diarrhea.
Really?
100%.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It sounds like a great idea.
Would you rather have a bit pee in your mouth or a bit of poop up your nose?
What? A bit of pee in your mouth or a bit of poo up your nose?
Poop up your nose.
That's not even a question. Put it the other way and it would be a question. Would you rather have poo in your mouth or pee up your nose? That's a good question.
But you taste pee.
I don't care.
So that you'd rather that.
Yeah, I would much rather that. I feel like that's actually a really, really easy choice.
Like everything you taste though
I guess he wasn't at
would
the
be
Oh.
affected.
Sorry,
pee.
sorry, the question is, okay, this is a fundamentally different question. You're saying, would I rather have the smell of urine all the time or the taste of shit all the time?
No. You actually have to
Other-
have the pee in your mouth and the poop up your nose for the rest of your life.
I gotta say, your question's just falling apart, bro. Yeah, you're just falling apart.
It's actually not even my. It's not even my story. It's not even mine. It's the list from Letterkenny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's no resolution too. There's no good answer.
But either way, if you put pee in your mouth, it would just go, like, it would just go away. Why can't I fucking hijack him?
Because there's a dude in the back.
That,
Isn't that how it's always been?
I don't know, actually. I never really thought about that. But I guess that's how it works with the tank, so.
You know what might help with this game is if it ran like it wasn't on a Windows 95 computer.
There's a lot of things that would help with this game.
If it got a PC release where it actually ran properly, it might actually be a good game.
So is he in the building? What's the deal here?
Probably. Fucking fuel air bomb that shit.
Find him and verify him. Okay.
Yeah, once you
Great.
destroy the building, he'll either come out or be dead inside of it.
Yeah, either way, I don't really give a shit. Okay, what's the most expensive one we can find? That's what I'm looking for. Carpet bomb. Deal.
Never trust a used carpet bomb salesman either.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're not getting that end of the roll bullshit.
Where like half of them are not even bombs.
Carpet bomb.
They're like Play-Doh or something.
Half of this carpet is actual carpet, and the other half is mostly just Play-Doh that my kid played with, and was included. So it's gonna be half price.
You know, it's kind of a pun, eh?
What is?
It's dough that you kid plays with. It's Play-Doh. That's the joke.
Was that
Play-Doh.
like intended from the beginning?
Of course, it had to have been.
I just don't find it funny.
They just rebranded it so that dough wasn't spelled with an O and a U and a G and an H.
Well, that's the same as Skidoo.
Well, yeah, it's a company, right? Because Snowmobile is the product.
Yeah, but Play-Doh is the company.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's not exactly the same because ski and do neither. Like ski is a real word, but do is just kind of random. So
Do-do-do.
I brought the building down on him, and yet nothing.
What is this?
Okay. Fuck it.
It's just sprawled out.
There we go.
I too sprawl when the building comes down on top of me.
yeah, you
His
know-
face is scrunched in there.
yeah, all of the characters are pretty scrunched, so the ones that they didn't spend much time on got particularly
Look at his
scrunched.
face in game. Please look at his face in game. At this incredibly slow camera speed. Holy fuck. Oh, he's gone. The despawning of the thing was faster than your character's.
That's what I couldn't believe, is that I couldn't even look at him in time. Oh my god. All right, well, thank you for joining us next time. Next time the Americans are back around.
Sure.